Welcome everyone, Chris here. Glad to have you guys here and I'm excited for this video. Look, based on the title, you know what we're going to talk about today, right? I'm going to be very straightforward, just kind of go into it. And yeah, look, I love copywriting. As you can know, I have a couple of videos talking about it, talking about my journey. And at the end of the day, that's why I do it, right? I generally believe it's one of those skills that can help you sell anything, right? Whether that's products, services, ideas, courses, you name it, right? It's using the power of words in a way or structuring it in a way to write persuasively and also to connect with people is so powerful. And for me, it's super fun, right? And also, look, it unlocks doors to so many different opportunities out there. It's crazy, right? Like I said, brief example, right? Trying to sell a product, right? You need some sort of strong, persuasive copy within it. Trying to land a client, right? Integrating copy with that, as well as your own self and having communication with the potential client can be very powerful, right? And put this as a little fun one, but obviously, maybe your mom trying to joke around and always asking about that one girl back in high school, right? Believe it or not, maybe using some of your copy, some of your words to kind of communicate it, saying, not interested anymore, right? Anyway, why is copywriting such a superpower, right? Or why do I believe that, right? Most people think copywriting is just about salesy words, slapped onto a landing page, email, an ad, a website, Instagram post, you name it, right? But it's not really like that, right? What I've talked about in my previous video, right, is talking about the psychology behind it, right? And that's what copywriting is, right? It's psychology in action, right? It's about understanding people, deep diving into your customers' profiles, right? But understanding like on a deeper level of what they want, what they truly want, what they fear, what's their hell, and what motivates them to act, right? What's their heaven, what's their dream outcome that they want, right? And you're using that deep dive or deep research and using psychology of understanding your customer pain points better, but overall your customer better, and basically getting them from A to B, right? A as in their hell, right? And B as their heaven or their dream outcome, right? Copywriting is that bridge. Understanding psychology is part of that bridge as well, if that makes sense. So, copywriting drives sales, duh, right? If you look around you, it's everywhere. Like I've said, emails, ads, social media posts, landing pages, website copy, you name it, right? It's a very portable skill, right? You can take it everywhere. It takes time to learn, right? It takes a lot of practice to understand, a lot of reading, dissecting, researching, and just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't, right? But once you understand it, it's a very powerful skill for yourself to implement, and it's very versatile as well, right? So, how can copywriting really boost your career, right? There's two sections here, right? One is for the service providers like myself, for example, more so on the email side of things, but also starting to kind of target and not target, but also help on some Facebook ads type of stuff, but also landing pages as well, right? And then the other section is more around for entrepreneurs, business owners, brand builders, you name it, right? So, sorry. For the first one, service providers. Look, understanding copywriting and really kind of digging a little bit deeper, but understanding the different aspects of it is going to help you out so much, right? How to write persuasive copy, how to write sales copy, how to write, storytelling copy, all these types of things and different writing styles is just going to make you 10 times more valuable, even 100 times more valuable to exaggerate, right? Why? Because obviously once you specialize within the copywriting world, right? I know I've talked about it in one of my videos, like copywriting is the skill itself, right? But then you want to pick a specialty within copywriting, right? And brief recap or memory about that is like email marketing, ads, landing pages, ghostwriting, you name it, right? Picking a specialty, going all in on it, understanding what works, what doesn't work on that specialty is just going to allow you to become the true expert within that field, right? Or that specialty. And you're going to become someone who can deliver those types of results to, I don't know, health and wellness brands, right? Fitness brands, pet brands, sports brands, etc. Right? Because the reality is, people are going to they're paying you mostly for the outcomes that you can generate for them, right? Whether that's more clients, more sales, more reach, more traffic, etc. Right? If you can increase those things for them, you're just going to become more valuable, right? And at the end of the day, some people or some brands don't understand the value of copywriting, but also don't understand the value of the specialty that we are specialists in, right? And they also just see us as expenses, right? They're like, I don't want to waste time with it, right? I've tried it before, doesn't work. I don't want to invest, right? So once you're able to showcase that, I can deliver these results, I understand your pain points, I understand your customers' pain points, and I can get these outcomes that you want, you become an investment for them, right? No, you're no longer an expense. So that's why you have to understand the power of copywriting and the different styles that will just make you valuable, right? And that's your competitive edge, right? So going on to the next one is for the entrepreneurs, business owners, and the brand builders that are watching this as well, right? It's, good copy increases your sales, right? That's just not trying to be dramatic or anything like that, but just trying to be straightforward. Is obviously you have paid traffic and organic traffic, right? Paid traffic is more like ads and all that type of stuff, right? So when you're able to combine that, let's say paid traffic with like on the ads type of stuff and have good copy, it can become a superpower, but it can become a good team of being able to, build brand awareness, right? Connect with your audience, build trust, right? And also just driving action as well, right? And then obviously on the organic side, it's those three things as well that I just said, right? Connect with your audience, build trust, right? Showcasing your true self, your authentic self through your messaging, right? And then, just the biggest thing is like that trust building, right? It's building that connection with people, having them understand who you are as a brand, who you are as a person, right? And it's kind of like what I have here, right? It's like your silent salesman working 24/7, right? It's always there. People can always see it, right? So if you can write in a way, right, or have other people, service providers do it for you in a way where it's generating those types of results, but also more so building that authority for you, building that trust, building that connection, it's a game changer for you, right? Think about every single brand that you look forward to, that you enjoy working with, and ask yourself why, right? Is it because you trust them? Is it because you like their products, right? Maybe it's the connection that you have with them, right? Most of it, I will say, connects with how the copy is structured, but also the psychology behind it. And copy does have an influence with that, right? So why do most people overlook copywriting, right? Some say it's too hard, it's too complicated, right? I myself was in this this box for a while, saying I'm not a writer, I don't have years of experience, I can't do this, it's too hard, etc., right? But the truth is like, you don't need a journalism degree. I don't, right? I mean, my degree's in marketing, right? But not in writing. I was like the worst writer you can think of, right? I hated English. I can barely speak the language half the time. But, and the same thing, like, you don't have to write like Shakespeare, right? You don't have to be the best poet, the best writer in the world, right? It comes back down to the psychology behind of everything and the research that I was talking about, right? Of, you got to understand people, you got to know what they want, and you got to speak their language. You got to connect with them, right? That's it, right? Obviously, with practice, implementation, testing what works, what doesn't, as that builds up through the weeks, through the months, through the years, you just get a better understanding of what works and what doesn't, right? So anyway, back to why people overlook it, but also how to improve it and get started with copywriting within your business is three straightforward tips, right? Write how you speak, right? Think about this. Enough of the fancy jargons, big words, I always say try to speak at like a 5th, 6th grade level, right? Keep it short, keep it simple, natural, friendly. Picture like you're having a conversation with your friend, right? At a bar, at a game, I don't know, on a walk, right? Just try to have that tone, try to have that conversation, that style of speaking, but obviously in the written form, right? And then the next part is focus on the benefits, not the features, right? And what I mean by this is, I'll give you an example, right? I have it right here. Like instead of saying this software has a built-in scheduling tool, right? You'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. You can say, save 10 hours a week by automating your scheduling, right? You're showcasing what they can benefit from, right? Instead of just the features, right? You're always selling the results, selling the transformation, selling the dream outcome instead of just the tool itself, right? You can go into a lot of examples like, I know Apple's a great one where they talk about, what do they say, like, I don't know, like back when like the iPad, not iPad, sorry, the iPod, just the iPod itself, right? They said like 50 gigabytes of like music could be saved, right? Instead of saying that, you can say, listen to 10,000 of your favorite songs, you know, and it fits into your pocket type of thing, right? You're really selling the results, selling the outcome, selling the dream that that people resonate with, right? So, and also the third one that goes with all of this is your call to action, right? Thing is, many people do miss this, but also many people just add a lot of different call to actions within their promotion, their email, their landing pages, you name it, right? But behind all this is that you want one clear call to action, right? If you want them to click a link, tell them, right? If you want them to sign up, say it. If you want them to buy, make it obvious, right? If you don't ask, they won't take action, right? If you ask in many different ways and are asking them different things, it's going to turn them off as well, right? That's why I try to focus on one for the one piece of writing that you're doing and just keep it simple and just let it smooth, let it roll, right? But yeah, those are the 3 tips, right? Pretty quick, pretty straightforward, hopefully easy to understand. And yeah, at the end of the day, this skill will always be in demand, right? People are always trying to be doomers out there saying like, hey, AI is going to take our jobs, they're going to take our skills. I disagree with that, right? I think AI is a tool that will, I use it to help me understand audiences better, help me do research better, and therefore makes me a better writer, right? So at the end of the day, use it to your advantage, right? Don't listen to the doomers out there, right? It's always going to be in demand. It's always one of those skills, just like sales, right? That's always going to be around. So try to master that, focus on it, focus on growing, and in no time, you'll be able to get results for yourself, for other people, and slowly build that skill as well. So, yeah, if you want more tips on how to not master copywriting, right? Well, master, but also just improve copywriting, build your business, or land more clients, like always, I appreciate you being here, listening to this video, watching this video. Hit subscribe, like, comment, you name it. If you have any questions about copywriting or anything we covered today, drop a comment below. I'd love to help. And yeah, thanks for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one. Peace.